You're over 50, you're feeling lost, stuck, confused, frustrated, and you're starting to think that there's something wrong with you. But the truth is, for the first time in your life, you don't know what to do next. And there's nobody that has a plan or a path to tell you what to do next in your life. There's no boss, there's no manager. Your kids are grown and have moved out. You might have a spouse, you might not, but there's you don't have to plan your life around them anymore. It's just you. But this freedom, it doesn't feel like freedom. It's actually kind of scary because for the first time in your life, for yourself, from scratch, you're going to have to decide what you want to do next in your life. What is the purpose of your life? When you're on the other side of 50, time doesn't just pass by you anymore. It's flying by you. You find yourself saying to yourself and other people a lot that, boy, time is really going by. I just remember the other day when I was doing XYZ, and it is going by, and it's going by so fast, especially when you realize that you're just going through the motions, when you don't have a sense of purpose in your life, when you're not feeling fulfilled and when you're not feeling excited about life anymore. And you have to ask yourself honestly, do you want to spend the remaining years of your life just floundering? Do you want to continue to be lost? Do you want to continue to be confused and stuck? Do you want to continue to just be going through the motions or just doing what you've always done because somebody else told you that's what you should be doing with your life at this particular time? If nothing changes, a year goes by, you're going to be in the same position. You'll just be a year older and you'll just realize, like I did, that you just have 1 year less to pivot, to make a change in your life, to actually do the things that you want to do in your life. I began to feel a real sense of urgency. And for the first time, I felt like I was actually getting older. I accepted that I was getting older, even though I felt really good. For the first time, I imagined myself being 65, 70, 75, 80, and what that would actually look like and what my life would look like at that age if I didn't do something different. And for more than 20 years, I had followed the same old blueprint that everybody else follows, that everybody tells you you need to be doing, to follow your passion. Your passion would lead you to your purpose. Your passion was something that would make you happy, to follow your dreams or what you think are your dreams, because they're not your dreams, they're actually somebody else's. And to do something that you love, to do something you're obsessed with, to do something that you want to do for the rest of your life. I followed all of those definitions, and for 20 years I was lost. Eventually I realized that all the blueprints and the frameworks and the advice and the opinion that was going on about and what I had heard about purpose and living a life of purpose, all of those things might have been a fit for somebody else, but they weren't a fit for me. And it led me to just 20 years of just wandering around trying to figure out something that, based on those definitions and those opinions and those frameworks and those blueprints, I was never going to find myself. And you know what? I didn't. So I took it upon myself to go on a journey of purpose, of finding a purpose for my life based on what I felt and what I knew worked for me. And I ended up writing a book about it. I ended up going on speaking tours, on book tours, on panel discussions. I devoted my life for about a year and a half, 2 years into just getting out the message about purpose. And I'm not telling you this to impress you or anything like that. I'm just telling you that for that amount of time, even today, I still continue this. It hurt me, it grieved me that so many people, not just myself, but so many other people were suffering and struggling with this trying to figure out what they wanted to do with their life simply because they were getting bad information, misinformation, and sometimes just outright lies. And I don't want you to have to waste 20 years like I did, because if you're in my age, you don't have 20 years to waste. I'm sure you tried following your passion to bring meaning into your life. I'm sure you watched videos and you listened to TED Talks and you read books and you probably attended seminars. You might have even taken a course. You might have even hired a coach to help you. The truth is none of that worked. and none of it is going to work. And it's not because you can't comprehend it or because you don't want it bad enough, whatever the excuses are that people tell you about yourself. The truth is none of those things are going to work for you because they're not designed to work for you. They're not designed to bring you about the result of the outcome that you want. They're not designed to actually get you to your life purpose. They're designed to keep you lost, to keep you confused, to keep you coming back to buy more products, to buy more coaching, to watch more videos, to watch more TED Talks, to sell more books. They're all designed to keep you lost and stuck and to keep you coming back for more information, for the next thing to do. You're never going to find your way out. Because at the core of all of that messaging, the foundation of all of that, they're hinged on it's built on one thing, and that's the term find your purpose. And I want you to think about that for a minute. Think about something that you've lost. Let's just say your keys or something. You lost your keys. You know what you're looking for. And think about how long it takes you to find your keys. You're looking for something and you know what you're looking for, and it still might take you a few minutes, maybe an hour, who knows how long, but you're having to put in time to look for something and you know exactly what you're looking for. Now, suppose I told you to go look for something and you have no idea what you're looking for. How long would that take? If I were to take your purpose and put it on your dining room table, you would walk right past it. You know why? Because you have no idea what your purpose looks like. So it could be sitting there in front of you in full sight, in plain view, and you would still walk by it. You may have already lived your purpose and not known it because you don't know what your purpose is. And that's the problem when you're looking for something. When somebody tells you to find something, you have to have an idea of what you're looking for. If you don't have an idea of what you're looking for, if you don't have a concrete vision for what you're looking for, you're never going to find it. And this is where the shift happened for me. This is where the shift is going to happen for you. Stop thinking about finding your purpose. I want you to think about creating purpose, creating a life of purpose, creating purpose in your life. You taking responsibility. Instead of finding something, instead of looking for something and not knowing whether you're going to find it or not, create the thing that you want. As human beings, we were created in the image of God. So by default, you are a creator. You created the life you have now. You can create the life that you want because you are a creator by default. You are designed to create. That's what you know how to do. And part of the frustration that you're feeling is because inside of you, you know you're a creator. So it's kind of confusing and frustrating when intuitively you know you're supposed to create, you know you're designed to create, but on the other end, on the other side, you're not creating the thing that you want. So it's like there's a conflict going on inside of you between your soul, which knows it can create and knows what it wants to create, and then your logical mind telling you all the things that you can't do and all the reasons why you can't do those things. So if creating is the mind shift, if creating is the pivot you have to make, what does that actually look like in your life? It boils down to you having to ask yourself one critical, crucial question. And it's not a mind question. That's been the problem in the past. You've been asking your mind the question. We're not going to ask our mind this time. We're going to ask our soul. We're going to listen to our soul, because that's what really needs to drive this conversation, not the logical mind. That's what got you here. That's what got you into this pit of depression and frustration and confusion, because you've been listening to your logical mind. We don't want to listen to our logical mind anymore. We want to ask that question and get the answer from here. And the question is, what matters to you? What is important to you? Not from the perspective of how much money you can make, not from the perspective of what people are going to say, or if it's going to make somebody happy or sad, or if it's going to offend somebody or not meet someone's expectations. It's not about whether your boss or your manager is going to approve of it, if your family is going to approve of it, if your spouse is going to accept it or reject it. None of that matters. It's purely asking yourself, your soul, what matters to you. And to get down to answering that question, I want you to go somewhere where it's going to be quiet, where you're not going to be interrupted. Don't take your phone with you. Don't even take it. I'm not talking about turn it off. Don't take it with you. I know it's hard, but leave it somewhere. And I want you to sit down with you, just yourself, and something to write with. And we're going to answer that question, what matters to you? And what we're going to use to determine that is your answer has to be something that is emotional. It makes you feel something. So when you ask yourself what matters to you, your answer has to be something that creates some sadness, some anger, some frustration, something that you feel a real, genuine response to. Like you feel it in your body. It does something to you. It angers you, or it makes you laugh, or you get really frustrated with it. But it's something that drives you emotionally. We don't want to use this to figure this out. This is what got us into this position that we're in, right? That you're in and I was in. This is what got us there. We don't want to use that now. And there are categories that you can, when you're asking yourself the question, what matters to you, there are certain categories that you can kind of pull your answers from. And the category could be family relationships. It could be service to others. It could be religion or spirituality. It could be community and belonging. It could be legacy and contribution. It could be personal growth and self-improvement. But all of these are areas that the answer to your question, what matters to you, could fit into one of those categories. And those categories are a way to kind of begin to shape and define what you want your purpose in life to be. A friend of mine was molested when she was 9. She was molested by a lady that her mother entrusted to watch her after school. And this went on for 3 years. That trauma lived with her well into her adult life. And when she turned about 52 or 53, that trauma, that frustration, that sense of something that had been taken from her, pushed her, compelled her to create a haven for children, a safe haven. So she opened up a after school program so that kids would not be exposed to that potential harm. And within one of those categories, pick something that actually, once again, I talked about you feeling that moves you emotionally. You don't want to get into, oh, I'm doing this because I think I can make some money doing it, or because it's trending, or because I think people are interested. That's what got you into the position you're in now. That's why a lot of us took the careers and the jobs and the paths that we took in life, because we thought it was trending. We thought it was hot. We thought it would make people happy. We thought we could make money doing it. That's not what we wanted. That's not what we want to do at this point in our life. This time we want to get it right. We want to do what we purely want to do for ourselves. That's what this is about. Not somebody else anymore. We're not doing that for anybody else now. We're doing this for ourselves. And if you operate like that, it's not being selfish. It's basically what we should have been doing anyway, because when you're operating from a place of living the life that you want to live, you're not only a happy person, you're not only a more fulfilled and intentional purpose. The other people around you are affected as well. They will feel the positive impact of what you've done with your life. So by you focusing and defining what it is you want to do with your life that makes you happy, it may seem like it's selfish, but it's not. It's actually lifting up the other people around you as well. It's empowering them. It's encouraging them. It's showing them that they also can pursue the life that they want, they can also have a life of meaning and fulfillment and intention and purpose. And you become like an example. You become like a beacon of light to those people around you. Life becomes fun again. It becomes exciting. It becomes meaningful. It becomes intentional. You wake up every day with something that you enjoy doing. You're not going to a job again. You're not fighting for a promotion. You're not fighting to make somebody happy. You're not trying to please your parents or your spouse, your children anymore. You're doing something that your soul really wants you to do with this life. And that's the thing that can make you the most happy in your life, because you're doing it for yourself. And if you do this, the money will come, the status will come, the 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 fame, if that's what you want, that will come, the notoriety, that will come. If you want to help others, that will come as well. There are all kind of benefits, known and unknown, to this. You just have to walk in it and just begin the process, and you can start that today. It doesn't take you forever to figure this out. Just ask yourself the question and sit down and have an honest question and answer session with yourself, and listen to what you are saying, not what this is thinking, but what you're actually feeling. That's what you want to drive this, what you're feeling, and be honest and listen to it and give it. Don't put any conditions on it. Don't start thinking about how hard it's going to be, or if people will approve of it, or if you can make money doing it. Don't put any conditions on it. Just listen to what it is you're feeling and how it's moving you, and go in that direction. And you have to trust yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And I know we say that all the time, that, oh, I believe in myself and I trust myself. But do you really? Because trusting and believing yourself comes when you make a decision based on just what you want. Not because it's already been done by somebody else, or not because it's already been proven for somebody else or by somebody else. You trust yourself and you believe in yourself that when you make a decision, when you make a choice to go through with something, it's going to happen and you're going to be successful. That's how you begin to believe and trust in yourself. So stop searching for your purpose. Stop trying to find your purpose. Create your purpose in life. And by you creating a purpose in your life, you will create the life that you've always wanted, the life that you thought was unimaginable, the life that you thought only other people could have. That will be your life. And if you're tired of being stuck and frustrated and confused and struggling to find your purpose, click on the link in the description below and check out this next video.